Economic and Social Council, Mapper with Chandigarh Welfare Trust. Wow, that's wonderful. Welcome, Rivti ji. Welcome to our show. Hello.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, Ekta. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. So, good evening, everyone. Let's begin with today's, on the occasion of Environment Day, wishing everyone in advance. And with the objective of having a plant every corner, let's begin. Now, it is said, and I'm sure we all have as plant lovers today with us. So it says, if you want to be happy for a lifetime, to be a gardener, plants are your best friend and they are journey of your lifetime. But before I begin with my presentation, just wanted to understand from the audience what are their expectations from today's presentation or today's topic that we have.
Rivti ji, हमारा ये जो Greener Happier Tomorrow journey है.
Yeah.
So we would like to know that how you started this journey. When did you realize that you should grow the plants, and how you started this journey?
Okay, good. Thank you for the question. Interesting one. It started in the year 2019. And to be very honest, I was this was towards my enrolling into PhD, and I was into a lot of stress. I had my plants earlier, but never had that connection with them. So I was just tilling my plants one evening, and while tilling the plants, I was talking to myself, how should I go about, how should I get back to my career, how should I get back to my studies. And during that whole process, I don't know, suddenly something clicked, and I got few answers from the plants, and I got an experience as in the plants were speaking to me. I got few answers from them and I acted upon, and they were exactly how they went along with the solutions. So of course there was certain click, but then early in the morning, getting up early in the morning, I used to feel some attractiveness. They used to talk or they used to ask for water. So then that relationship with them, I would say an emotional bonding started from that day itself. Earlier, I used to normally just take care of them, but never spoke to them, never had that emotional connect. But from that day, something clicked, and I got my answers to my question. And from that, my journey, and it was, I think, close to August, September. And in September, I enrolled for my PhD. I got back to my job, and the journey is on till now.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
So it's a beautiful journey. So you said that you got the answer from the plants, but
Yeah.
usually we say that plants cannot speak. Then how you realized that you have got an answer from the plants?
See, you need to have that connect. You need to understand the language. Even animals don't talk, but we connect with them. That is your feeling. That is your sensation that you get from them. You need to be self-conscious. So consciously with your mind, you connect with them, and you have that connect. So that's how even animals, they don't ask, but we know by seeing them, by touching them, we feel something. So when you touch the plants, when you water the plants, when you're tilling the soil with your hands,
Yeah, that's
so
wonderful.
you get that connect.
Ji, ji. So I
So
think
that is how.
as we say that the language is not the barrier to make a connection. So this is the same thing that we are saying कि हमें कुछ भी feel करने के लिए या किसी की care करने के लिए communication किसी language की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है, जो प्यार है और connect होना है, care करना है, these are beyond everything.
Beyond everything, even for kids, even for babies when they are born, वो कहाँ कुछ बोल पाते हैं, but हम उनको देख के, उनके रोने से हम उनसे समझ जाते हैं कि उनको चाहे क्या भूख लगी है या उनको डायपर चेंज चाहिए. They don't say what they need, but as mothers, as ladies, we understand what a child wants. So it is the same thing with plants. They are your babies. So you need to feel them, you need to touch them, you need to understand their language, you need to come down to their level itself.
Yeah. So as I always say that if somebody asks me that how to take care of the plants, then I always say the only one thing, that when a mother need not to be told that how a mother should take care of the child. Similar is with the plants. आपके
Correct.
दिल में इच्छा होनी चाहिए. You must have that
Correct.
connect. कि willingness होनी चाहिए कि आप पौधे लगाना चाहते हैं. तो आप अपने आप उस पौधों की requirements के बारे में भी जानेंगे और उनको look after करेंगे. तो can we more Hindi and English so that everything will be clear?
Yeah, so today basically I've just put in few slides, basics of gardening, but I'm sure the audience would have certain questions, so you can pose in the questions in between. So let's begin with the presentation. So some basics of gardening, and I'm sure it will be a learning interaction. I would not want it a one-way interaction. Let's make it a two-way interaction. Even if the audience has some experience, they can share along with us. Okay, so that's how I would just like to begin. Okay, before I go on, my slide would say, how do we begin our day with the plants? Any plant lover over here amongst the audience, how do you begin your day with your plants?
So anybody from the audience would like to answer it?
May
Yes,
I? Hello.
Taranji?
Yeah. Hi. Good
Yes, please,
evening.
yes.
Good
Hi.
evening, all my friends. Yeah. Hi.
Hi, good
So
evening.
yes, it's a beautiful question, and I actually start my day. I have pretty nice collection of plants, and घर के बाहर lawn भी है. तो first thing कि जब curtains हटाते हैं तो मेरे bedroom के बाहर बहुत सारे plants हैं. तो जो कोई flower है तो I go and actually touch them. तो वो एक बड़ी फ्रेशनेस की और एक बड़ी पॉजिटिव सीधे से ना ग्रीन प्राणा आप लेते हैं उनसे सुबह सुबह, और वो एक अलग ही फीलिंग आती है उसको महसूस करके. तो दैट इज अ वेरी ब्यूटीफुल फीलिंग, एंड आई डोंट नो बट समहाउ इट ब्रिंग्स अ स्माइल ऑन द फेस. अब वो क्यों आती है, वो इट इज सम डिफरेंट कनेक्शन. So that's the way I try to have my morning cup of tea outside, sitting and touching my plants and tending them a bit. So that's the way I start my day.
Good. Yes, anybody else?
So it's a beautiful thing. So bringing the smile on the face. It's like about connecting to the nature. जब हम nature के साथ जुड़ते हैं, तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली हमारे चेहरे पर एक स्माइल जो है वो बनी रहेगी.
पापा को एक बार फोन करिए, मेरी Zoom मीटिंग चल रही है यहाँ पे.
रुचिका जी, can you please mute yourself? So क्या रिप्ति जी, you would like to share something about this, starting with the morning with the plants?
Yeah, I've put in a few points as to what I do. As rightly said by Ruchita ma'am, that वो तो दरवाजा खोलते बाहर जो सबसे पहले है हमें plants दिखते हैं, and we have a smile, and that fresh air that they bring in, the oxygen, that fresh air that we bring in, that brings us the smile. So normally what I do is with my plants, when I get up, my tea is being made or I make it, I sit 5-10 minutes and I have a shower can. I'm sure every gardener would be having. Showering is the first thing that we need to do with these plants, especially in this heat of summer. This time it is a lot of heat. So during May, June, July, till the monsoons do not arrive, I give them shower 3 times a day. Okay, if not, maybe in the afternoon, but morning and evening is a must showering, either through your pine or you have your shower can, whatever it is. So there are different ways that I do in. Plain water is there. You can put in raw milk. You can even put in some aloe vera, fresh aloe vera. You can just grind it and mix it into the water. Just make it very dilute so that it does not come in between your nozzle of that can. And you need to water them thoroughly. So there's a technique also how you water them. Suppose this is a leaf. I did not bring a plant. Let me just check out. Okay, I'll just check. So if you have that plant, one first round of plant showering has to be done on overall. On the first showering, these plants open up their veins. So the second shower, as in like a second round in the morning itself, try to put it on the under of the leaves, a shower in the under of the leaves, wherein they breathe. They breathe from the under of the leaves. So this is a little bit of technique that you need to shower them thoroughly, like giving them a bath early in the morning. Okay, and then on the top, one round on the top itself, top of the leaf, and then second has to be the behind of the leaves. Okay, so that is their veins. So on the first round, they open up the veins, and that is how they'll absorb your raw milk, your kachi lassi also you can spray across, anything you can put in, especially in these summers. Winters, of course, you will reduce. Winters, of course, you will not give so much. Once I think would be pretty fine enough, especially in north wherein you don't see sun many days. So I think pretty fine with winters. But yes, summers you need to give them good showering. Okay, and then of course, second is you're removing also all those dead leaves, yellow leaves you see, which if you do not remove, they can be a cause of fungus. Okay, and then of course checking for the insect. So while you're showering, you will see, especially in these hibiscus plant, you will see these pretty bad what I say, those pests, those mealybugs, white
right.
bugs. They are the most hardest pest to go away, and I do it organically. Even I give organic manure to my plants, as in your onion water, banana water. But with them, I have to use one pesticide I use. You can get it locally, because they eat up your flower buds, they start flower dropping. But otherwise, neem oil is the best one that we can use. You can have even soda, your mica soda that we use in kitchen, that can also be sprayed on these mealybugs. But yes, they are difficult to go. Okay, and then post that, you even check for your watering of the plants. Now, how do you check for the watering of the plants? Anybody who can tell me, how do you check that? Does your plant require watering? Anyone?
Anyone from the audience can share with us that how कैसे पता चलता है आपको कि पौधों को पानी की जरूरत है?
मिट्टी सूख जाती है, ड्राई सॉइल.
Sorry, ma'am.
ड्राई सॉइल.
Yeah.
सॉइल ड्राई.
सॉइल हमें ऊपर से ड्राई लगती है मैम, बट कई बार क्या होता है, नीचे पानी होता है. So the best thing is just poke your finger inside till I think 1 inch. So if till here you get a wet oil, wet soil kind of a thing, so then that means there is water. But still, if you feel, but if you get it's all dry, so then you need to water, because होता क्या, ऊपर की layer तो वो सूख जाती है, लेकिन नीचे पानी होता है. And many times due to over watering, our plant dies off. Okay, so that's the best way. Just poke your finger, just see. अगर नीचे तक पानी है, so just wait for some time. Maybe अगर morning में देखा तो आप evening में डाले, evening में देखा तो next day morning में आप डाल सकते हैं. And summers में best is to put it in the morning. Give water to your plants in the morning so that they can survive the whole day under this heat of sun, especially in this heat. So best part for summers is you can put it in because by during the day, abhi jaise by 8 o'clock also I try to water it, because water is so hot. वो लगता है कि सुबह ही दे देते हैं इनको पानी.
Yes, I request all to please mute yourself.
Okay. Next,
so
the next
basically,
thing, yeah.
जी, I would like to share that the watering is very important. Just soil को देख के हम decide नहीं कर सकते हैं कि पौधों को पानी की जरूरत है या नहीं है.
Correct,
so their leaves are the best part which can tell us.
Correct.
आपको लीव की कंडीशन देखकर ही समझ में आ सकता है कि ये लीव जो है, जैसे पीस लिली है, पीस लिली जो है उसके लीव जो है वो डाउन हो जाते हैं अगर उसको पानी की रिक्वायरमेंट है, और जैसे ही आप पानी डालते हैं तो वो वापस खिलने लगते हैं. सो हाँ, लीव्स को आप चेक कर सकते हैं. जैसे ही आपको लीव्स को देखकर ही पता चल जाएगा कि उसको पानी की कितनी रिक्वायरमेंट है.
Correct. Thank you.
And right time of watering is also important. Best is to do the watering at evening so that the whole night they can absorb that water. Watering should be always at the roots.
Correct. Till the root, the water should
Yeah.
come out of the plant. So that is also one of the point wherein you need to check your drainage of your plant. पानी नीचे तक जा रहा है कि नहीं जा रहा है कि even after watering, why it is wilting away. Okay, so next thing that I do is I change my, not much, but I change my pots as per the sun requirement. जहाँ मुझे लग रहा है there's a lot of heat and this plant does not require this ornamental one. Flower one, of course, you have to put it under the sun. But all ornamental, you can just keep it in semi shade kind of a thing. So then, yeah, the next one is drainage of the plant. You need to check आपका उसमें से नीचे होल ब्लॉक तो नहीं है. Check for that hole. आप पानी डाल रहे हैं, कितनी देर में पानी नीचे जा रहा है. So lot of this depends on the soil mixture that you have made for your plant. Okay, the soil mixture depends आपने किस तरह से उसका बनाया है. Okay, still tilting of the soil, and then of course it says repotting, not necessary every time you need to do it. Season, of course, one is your monsoons and one is your spring. So these are the best time that, and best and the, I would say the luckiest time, because you are going to be pretty sure even if you repot, आपका plant die नहीं करेगा. आप इस heat में करोगे तो of course वो it would die. Just give me a second, I'm getting a call. Just
So this is the best time, as we discussed, that the rainy season and the spring season are the best to reroot the plants. So rerouting, why we need the rerouting? Can you, Riddhi, can you please share with us that why we have to reroot the plants and after how much time we should do that?
See, one is your root bound. When the plant gets root bound, आपका जब plant growth नहीं कर रहा है, you can see the roots coming out of the holes. So ये सब काम बहुत जरूरी है as a gardener. You need to check कि आपके plant में growth हो रही है. If it is the growth season. अब जैसे हमारे winters में कई maximum ornamental plants dominant हो जाते हैं, वो अपने rest period में चले जाते हैं. So उसमें तो of course growth की जरूरत नहीं है. But then अब जैसे season है, if you're seeing कि ये इसका season है, and then it is not throwing new leaves, so turn the pot, check for the root if it is coming out. That means it is root bound. Okay, so or आपका plant बड़ा हो गया, pot छोटा है. So that is also second thing wherein you need to repot your plant.
Right. So that means we need plants need space to grow, and whenever there are roots, ऊपर से नहीं पता चलेगा, लेकिन जब आप pot को reroot करेंगे, उसको निकालेंगे, then we can see that कि उसके अंदर मिट्टी जो है और जो उसके लिए nutrients हैं वो कम है, क्योंकि उसमें space ही नहीं है. Roots जो है वो बहुत grow कर चुके हैं.
And correct. Sorry, please.
And also we should try to reroot the plants once in a year. During the rainy season, we should do that so that proper nutrients can be added to the soil. So just
during rainy, I preferably do it in spring. Because rain में कई बार क्या होता है, बारिश लगातार हो रही है and the water does not get soaked up. So I preferably do it, but it depends on the condition of the place where you are living. अब नॉर्थ में कुछ चीज चलेगा, बाहर कहीं और नहीं चलेगा. सो इट टोटली डिपेंड्स. इट इज अ गार्डनर्स कॉल एज आप किस समय रिपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं. बट बेस्ट इज योर स्प्रिंग एंड योर रेनी सीजन. इन्हीं दोनों टाइम में आप सितंबर के आसपास फीड करते हैं, हेवीली फीड करते हैं प्लांट्स को, एंड इन योर फेब टाइम आल्सो. सो दैट इज वेयर यू कैन do your repotting, check for it. And what during repotting, what you do is you need not to buy another pot. You can even cut the roots and give them a shape and then repot in the same pot. अगर आपको चाह रहे कि नहीं मुझे इससे बड़े pot में नहीं डालना, suppose 12 inch का है, so आप नहीं चाह रहे 14 में, तो just cut the roots, give it a shape. Root ball को खराब मत करिए, root ball को intact रख के you can just repot them.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So
at times जैसे मेरा flat है, there like my husband is like, अब कितने plants you would pots कितने लाओगी. So then as gardeners ये लालच तो हमारा कभी खत्म नहीं होता for buying of pots, different kinds and plants का. So then that's how I manage accordingly. I cut them and I put in the same pot. So root भी pot हो गया and plants भी repot हो गए और manageable हो गया. So that's way. And then last but not the least, you need to make connections with your plants. That is a must. Without that, you cannot be a good gardener. Okay.
You are absolutely right. We have to feel the connection. Without connection, nothing can be nurtured.
Correct, correct. Okay, I have a small video. Just let me check if it will be played on YouTube. I need to stop sharing for a second. Okay, I'll go towards the end. Let me just continue. I'll go towards the end for the video. Will that be fine, Ekta ji?
Yeah, definitely.
हाँ मैं इस वीडियो को लास्ट के लिए रखती हूँ. Okay. Okay, now let's quickly go on to just the basic. I'm sure everybody understands, but let me just go through them. We have certain different categories of our plants. We have your flowering, ornamental, succulents. Anybody from the audience, आपका क्या experience रहा है? Which plant do you feel you are most successful in taking care of them?
So anybody from the audience?
Yeah. Hi, I would like to give the answer again.
Yeah,
Yeah, I initially I had a bad experience with the succulents because it was a new thing to me. But I
Correct.
think after 2-3 years, I'm well versed कि इनका कैसे ध्यान रखना है कितना. Definitely with guidance of Ekta. And like Ekta ji has always taught me क्योंकि सारे plants इन्हीं के through आए हैं. So she has been my mentor in this area.
Okay, okay, good,
Luckily
good.
and good enough, हम लोगों मेरे घर पे हर तरीके का ही प्लांट है इस समय. तो like we are good with them, almost every plant, except कि कभी जो seasonal है वो खराब हो जाए. But
Correct.
we try to take care of the plants कि इनको अंदर रख दें, इनको छांव में रख दें, या those who need more of sun, less of water, that ways.
Right. Yes, correct, correct. Succulents के साथ मेरा भी initially same experience as with you. वो रोज ही जाके पानी दे देना उनको, and then they started leaves falling off. But of
Yeah.
course now they are pretty good to go. Monsoons में yes, of course, need to take care more. Monsoons में I shift their place of location, but overall fair enough. Now in control with them itself. Okay, ornamental plant. Let's quickly touch on that, and I'm sure we have these at our home. Main pothos is one of the major that we have. Snake plant is there. So a lot of these plants wherein they require less care, but yes, watering on time with them, checking on their 1 week schedule, manuring, you can do that. Like as in 1 week, you can give them the banana peel water. You can either mix it with onion peel also, उसके साथ भी आप कर सकते हैं, or with your humic acid also. जैसे अभी I would be giving this tomorrow. I'll be giving with humic acid. अभी आज मैंने उनको थोड़ा सूखा ही रखा है. So then tomorrow I would be, so this way you can keep on giving them different fertilizers, but of course not on high. Vermicompost and all I would not be giving, and this is a lot of heat abhi to, but these thanda kind of fertilizers I keep on giving these plants. So some of these are here. Okay, flowering plants, and I'm sure winters are the best time. अगर ये seminar winters में हो रहा था तो मैं अपना garden life दिखाती, but then yes, towards the end I have my pics of my garden during winters. We all love flowers, और चाहे वो पूजा के लिए हो या आपको home decorate करना हो. So there are many summer flowering plants, but I have just taken a few, 3 or 4. Anyone who has अभी flowering plants कौन से हैं सबके घर में?
I always go for the permanent flowering plants like hibiscus, bougainvillea, roses.
Correct.
So lilies.
Lilies, correct.
Different varieties of lilies, and lilies will keep growing. So it's wonderful.
Yeah, they
Lilies
are
are the
like
best ones.
they add beauty to your garden. And in fact, luckily, I have this time nest also in my garden, in one of my vertical garden. So, so these help in bringing and attracting butterflies, bees to your garden, and it gives a natural habitat to these birds as well. So I just saw yesterday, हमने देखा, my daughter and myself, we become very inquisitive when we see a lot of birds during this March season. लास्ट ईयर भी था, इस साल भी है, सो वी अंडरस्टैंड अब नेस्ट बनने वाला है. So मैंने last year से अपने vertical gardens, I have 3 pillars for vertical gardens. So we've kept one pot empty for this only, and luckily this time again we have a nest. So flowers and different kinds of plants, they help these natural habitat also to build their home with us. So which is I believe is very nice and lucky to give them. They are we give them a place to live. Okay. So balsam, I have put one as one of the flowering plants that we can have. It comes in a lot of beautiful colors. Okay. And soil, of course, this time I have not touched on the soil part, but Ekta ji, we can have a session on how to prepare soil as well.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
हमारा प्लांट का पूरा जो स्ट्रेंथ और पूरा जो स्ट्रक्चर रहेगा वो हमारे अगर अच्छी सॉइल नहीं हुई, free flowing या airy soil nahi hui, so our plant will not grow. So one session I think we can have it on how to make a good soil and how to make your pot bed जो हमारा sowing का रहता है, that we can have it separately. That can we have a detailed one. So balsam is one. Cosmos, pretty one, again the same thing we have in different colors. Cosmos is another one that we have. Gadler, we also have this during summer. And Portulaca, that's one of my favorite. And it goes just a second. Sorry. So this is 9 to 5 also. You call it rose, moss rose also, office flower, because they open up early in the morning and they close by evening time. So these are one of my favorites, and same, I have it all colors. I have this time in my garden too. So they are very gorgeous, and you pluck them, you make it, or you offer it to God along with hibiscus, aprajita. Aprajita is also there, as rightly said by Ekta ji. They are all year round. Yes, of course, in winters they do not. But blue aprajita, white aprajita, long, that also goes wonderfully during the summers. March, when they start giving up their new leaves and shoots, and flowering time is on with them. So aprajita is also there. And then I think one marigold, French marigold I've put in, which of course differs with the F1, F2 variety. Now it depends which variety you have put in. So in summers also you need, winters you need to check. But with summers they have, we need to go in for different variety. These nursery people can guide us on the same, but of to which variety we can take up. So this is one few of the flowers that we have summers, but as rightly said by Ekta ji, we have hibiscus, we have rose. Though the sizes of the flowers will reduce, especially of the rose, uska chota aega, but then if you keep them secure till October and all, and then you are wonderful to go for your winter garden also. Winter means it's all your portulaca and all your many of the flowers are there that you have for winters also.
So Riti ji, we can say that we should not go for the one type of plants. We should make a proper proportion that how much plants and which variety we should grow in our garden. So because growing the plants is not just for decoration or something like that. We have put a painting in the garden. It's like that creating an ecosystem. And you are right. We talk about the butterfly gardens. So what is a butterfly gardens? We have to make a mix of different flowering plants that can attract the butterflies. So if we grow different varieties of the plants instead of the single line, because in permaculture also what we learn that we should not grow the one type of plants, so that it will not be fruitful and it will not be the right way to do. So damage to these plants will also be more as compared if we are creating the different types of plants. Even naturally, though we talk about the bugs, mealybugs, lot of other insects and all. So if we are growing different types of varieties, that will help in controlling these insects and bugs also.
Yes, correct.
So
This
because
yes.
these bugs may like one thing, but may not like the other thing. So it will stop growing to the next plant. But if we have only one type of plant, then it will grow to the all plants.
Correct. And that is why I've said that we should go in for organic or fully organic gardening, because otherwise these butterflies and these will not be coming to a garden. We'll be just killing them. So that is why I said,
Yes.
ये mealybugs बहुत तंग करते हैं. उनके लिए मैं अलग से वो यूज करती हूँ, एंड दैट आल्सो व्हेन आई यूज दैट पेस्टिसाइड ऑन देम 15 days वो अलग रहते हैं. आई पुट देम समवेयर एल्स टू माय गार्डन, बट अदरवाइज आई ट्राई टू यूज दिस नीम ऑयल एंड नेचुरल ऑर्गेनिक थिंग्स. हाँ जी रुचिका जी, आपका कोई क्वेश्चन है? यू आर ऑन म्यूट रुचिका जी.
ओके फाइन मैम. मेरे बोगनवेलिया में ना बिल्कुल फ्लावरिंग नहीं हो रही है. उसमें मैंने बहुत बार न्यूट्रिशन डाला है, लेकिन फिर भी फ्लावरिंग नहीं हो रही है.
मैम क्या न्यूट्रिशन डाला उसमें आपने?
मैम राइस वाटर, बनाना पील, अनियन पील.
उसकी लीव्स कितनी है उसपे?
मैम लीव्स ही लीव्स हैं, बहुत सारी हैं.
हाँ, that is why, ma'am, you need to cut down on the leaves. आपने कटिंग लास्ट कब की उनकी? आपने कटिंग की?
1 month हो गया होगा मैम. मेरा जो माली आता है ना, उसको आए हुए 1 महीना हो गया. वो आ नहीं रहा गर्मी के कारण, पता नहीं उसके घर में क्या हुआ है. तो उसी ने ही करी थी लास्ट टाइम.
एंड कितना सन उसको मिलता है?
मैम पूरा सनलाइट में ही पड़ा है वो.
ओके मैम, ट्राई शेडिंग द लीव्स. एंड
Okay.
एक बार आप सॉइल, अभी तो मैं सजेस्ट नहीं करूंगी उसको चेंज करने का, बट आप
Yes,
ये
ma'am.
कर सकते हैं, आप ऊपर की 1 इंच की सॉइल निकाल दीजिए एंड
जी.
पुट इन दिस मैन्योर वर्मी कंपोस्ट, लिटिल बिट, नॉट मच, वर्मी
हाँ जी.
कंपोस्ट, नीम एंड योर सीवीड एक्सट्रैक्ट. In fact, IFCO का ना, try using IFCO. I've shifted totally to IFCO manures. IFCO का vermi compost with seaweed extract आता है.
Okay.
So put that vermi compost, उसमें seaweed भी है and bone meal. So
Okay.
if you're okay to use bone meal, just use that. Otherwise, आप seaweed उसको करके then put a layer of soil on top and feed it with humic acid. आपको ये बहुत easily Amazon पे भी मिल जाए.
एग पील, जो एग के शेल्स होते हैं, उसको पीस के डाल देते हैं, तो
हाँ,
वो
वो भी कर
वो
सकते
भी
हैं.
डालती हूँ मैं. लेकिन पता नहीं इस बार मेरी फ्लावरिंग किसी भी फ्लावर पॉट में नहीं हो रही. इवन वो जो रोज मॉस होते हैं 9am जो हैं, उनमें भी नहीं फ्लावरिंग हो रही.
मैम
इवन
एग्स भी, एग्स तो आपको कैल्शियम देंगे, इनको फास्फोरस चाहिए फॉर फ्लावरिंग. So try in vermi compost and little bit of NPK if you can give them.
Okay.
Other NPK little bit, 19 or 2020. Try little bit इनको once in 15 days. बोगनविला के लिए give it more bone meal. बोन meal भी आप डाल सकते हैं. And then जैसे आप उसको fertilize करेंगे, immediately don't water it with plain, put humic acid water. और आपका वो लिक्विड फॉर्म में आता है, सॉरी हाँ लिक्विड के लिए आता है. सो वो आप एक ढक्कन, उसमें इंस्ट्रक्शंस लिखा होता है पर 5 ml पर लीटर, तो उसी हिसाब से आप उसको डाल सकते हैं.
जी.
ट्राई आउट.
जी. थैंक यू मैम.
Welcome. So next succulents, as we all understand, these are good succulents with heavy leaves, and they don't require, but they are basically desert area plants. They don't require much of water, though of course sun require, but then I think semi shade would also go good to them. Again, my experience with them, in soil they don't work. I give them these, if you see those pictures, they're small जो हमारे कंकर होते हैं, this and your cocoa husk that we have with us, cocoa peat. So very little of soil for these succulents, very little of soil, more of these your cocoa peat and these mixture of kankar that we can have, so they go good in this kind of a soil mixture. So every plant has their even aloe vera is of the same variety, same I would say this bunch of succulents, so same soil for them as well. Creepers, we all have we have our creepers with us. हमारे sweet potato, money plant वगैरह है. We have to just decorate our garden. We have your climbers also in the second category. We have climbers also. Okay, and of course, though not in flats, but where जहाँ आपके bungalows हैं, you can have a good design of even bougainvillea also you can have with this. And you can have this English ivy also, but इतनी धूप में तो नहीं, I'm not sure कितना चलेंगे, but then you can have for with English ivy also. You can decorate your entrance, your line, or however you want to make it across. So climber rose we hai. So that is about the climbers also. So some of the varieties that we also already. Okay, these are some of my picks from my garden. Different kind of mix of my plants that I have. ये मेरा पीछे back side of my house is there. This is my entrance. Front में है. Though of course अभी मैंने vertical garden यहाँ डाल दिया है. वो next time I will just show. I have put a vertical garden, so that is also going good. These are some of my pics of my summer garden. Abhi last 2 summers gaya usme, these are and they're really beautiful, as rightly said. Subah utho, इनको देखते इतना मन खुश हुआ, especially in spring. Spring में तो इतना अच्छा ये खिलते हैं कि you can just sit and spend the whole day here, like do a picnic here with them. So they are beautiful to see every morning. So I think good to go, Ekta ji. I'm good to go. All over to you now.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Rifti ji, for sharing your thoughts and your experiences with us. It's a wonderful experience. So it's time to share with our Mission Triveni. We started in last year, 13th May 2021. So it's a Mission Triveni. Triveni is a plant which is for growing. Triveni is combination of 3 plants: neem, people, and burgar. And whenever these plants grow together in a single pit, that is called a Triveni. So benefit of these plants, because we know that these are the secret plants, and these plants have the highest benefits for our environment. And we have stopped growing these plants just because they need a lot of space. So we have created a lot of concrete, a lot of high rising buildings, and but we should always consider that we are not living alone on this earth. We are, a lot of other organisms are living, and we should take care of their ecosystem also. So we request all of you to join hands with us, and let's go for this mission and plant more and more trees. Now the rainy season is catching up, so we should make a pledge that at least we will plant 1 tree. So according to space, grow the fruit plants. These fruit plants will create the employment for the needy people also. You might be seeing that, you know, that jamun tree or some amla trees growing on the roadside, and a lot of needy people pluck the pluck those fruits and they sell it. They can eat it, they can sell it, and this is also a way of creating a greenery and creating the employment for them. And always buy from these local people, create the income for them, and don't bargain with them. So they are working for their earning, for their livelihood. They are not working for their comfort level. So we should support, we should grow these plants wherever you see. It's not only just planting the plant, you have to take care of that plant. We have to make sure that these plants survive.
Correct.
So don't just plant the trees just because of clicking the pictures or sharing it on the media that we have done the plantation on the rainy season. If you plant just 1 tree, even in your at your home, in your pot, even then that is fine if you are taking care of it, if we are taking care of it, and that plant is growing. So plants is also alive. So let's bring life back to our planet. Let's make it green again, because without greens we even also can't survive.
It's like owners taking the onus of our own plants.
Yeah. So Greener Happier Tomorrow, we are doing on 1st and 3rd Saturday. Anybody who would like to come as a speaker and share their experience, so please contact us and join us on every 1st and 3rd Saturday at the same time, 6 o'clock. So I hope, Rifti ji, very soon we will do one more session on this.
I would be happy to share my thoughts and knowledge with our friends over here. So thank you so much, Ekta ji, for giving me this opportunity. And it was a very happy session, and I hope people enjoyed it. I would just like to have the feedback as well, any kind of feedback, so that next time we can improve better. So it's a season 2. So all the best to you also for your season 2 of GHT, and more sessions to go with Parijay.
Definitely. Anybody who would like to know about Triveni, they can visit our website and click on the blog Triveni, and they can know about what Triveni is, or you can Google it. Lot of plantation has been done. So join us, follow our YouTube channel. All the videos will be available on FB as well as on the YouTube channel. We will upload the videos on YouTube channel. So join us. हंसते रहिए, मुस्कुराते रहिए, ग्रीनरी को बढ़ाते रहिए. So stay healthy, stay safe. See you all on the next Saturday.
Thank you everyone. Thank you. Ekta ji.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Rifti ji, can you please help me to
Yeah.
stop the meeting? I think Natasha, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
You can stop, Natasha, you can stop recording and then
Yes, ma'am.
end the meeting.